Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today for an episode of the Brooks Free Library Self-Care Series. So today we're going to be making shower bombs and bath fizzies because while we're all quarantined and stuck at home, I'm sure we're looking for a way to relax, so this is a good way to go about it. We're going to walk you through how to make both of these in the video, and we'll include the recipes in the description below, so take a look there. Don't feel like you have to write everything down as we go. It'll be there waiting for you when you're ready to make your own. So let's get started. All right, first up today are our shower fizzies. So in terms of materials, you need a mixing bowl and some sort of utensil to mix, a spray bottle full of plain water, and I'll tell you why that's important in a minute, but it is really important, and a silicone mold to make your shower fizzies in. So if you don't have a silicone mold like this one, you could use a silicone muffin pan or maybe candy molds, that sort of thing. So those are our materials. And up next are our ingredients. You need 1 cup of baking soda, a ½ cup of citric acid, a ½ cup of cornstarch, and your favorite essential oils, whatever those may be. All right, now that we've gathered our materials and our ingredients, let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is add all of our dry ingredients to the mixing bowl. So we've got the baking soda, the citric acid, and the cornstarch. And then we're gonna give it a good mix. We kind of wanna look for clumps along the way and break those up as we're going. We're gonna mix all of those dry ingredients together. All right, that looks pretty good. And then we will add about 30 drops of essential oil. If you're using more than one, you can put 15 to 20 of each one. I'm just kind of distributing it all around, not putting it all in the same place. All right, and then we'll give that a good mix. Bonus, it smells really good in here while we're doing this. Okay, so the next part gets a little trickier. I mentioned before that I would explain why you need to use a spray bottle full of water. That's because you don't want to activate the citric acid that's in this mix. If you add too much water at once, it will start to fizz and bubble. And we want it to wait and do that when we actually use the shower fizzy in the shower. So we're going to just slowly spray water into the mixture a little bit at a time and mix in between. All right. So literally just a couple of sprays and then mix. The consistency that we're looking for is kind of that of like wet snow. Needs to stick together a little bit. All right, so when it starts to hold together, like you're making a snowball, you know you're pretty good. I'm gonna give this a little bit more, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, so once your mixture is complete, the next step is just to pack it into the mold. So we're just gonna take handfuls. Really wanna make sure that you press it down really hard so it's packed in nice and tight. And you can just kind of use the mixture from around the edge to fill in. All right, final step for the bath bombs is just to pop them out of the silicone mold and put them in whatever storage container you have. This is after you've let them sit for about 8 to 10 hours. I usually leave them overnight and then take them out the next morning. Okay, now that we're all done with the shower bombs, we'll move on to the bath fizzies. So this is a good alternative for someone who doesn't have the mold to make the shower bombs. You can make the bath fizzies that you can just toss a couple of teaspoons full in the bath. So you'll need a mixing bowl again, a stirring utensil, whatever you like, and some sort of airtight container to store your bath fizzies in. And then in terms of ingredients, we've got a half a cup of baking soda, 1 cup of Epsom salt, and your essential oils, whatever you choose. Okay, so this next step is really easy. You're just gonna combine your dry ingredients in your mixing bowl along with your essential oils, and then give it a good stir. And we don't have to worry about consistency. We're not adding any water, so you just want to make sure that you mix it up really, really well and incorporate all of your essential oils. I try and kind of break up any little lumps in the mixture. And then you're gonna store it in an airtight container. I'm just gonna add these to one that I have ready. And then when you're ready to use them, just give it a good shake. Make sure you break it all up. A couple of scoops right into the bath, and you're good to go.